welcome to Christina Hagan Live. And I just got out of the shower. I feel fresh, put my makeup on. I'll share some of those makeup little tips and some of my favorites at the end. So please don't forget to subscribe, like and comment, and at the end I'll give you those little goodies so you can kind of, well, I'll let you know what they're going to be. I'm going to let you know a little bit about a hair product that I really like, and I'm also going to give you the results to the Moxie red clay mask. And I'm also going to share with you one of a foundation that you might, I'm wearing it right now, so then you'll be able to know what it is if you like it. Okay, so we ended up, I just giving you a little tidbit whether you were born, did you know that you were going to be an actress, or were you born with it? And my conclusion was no, I wasn't born with it, but it was inherent, and the passion came out throughout my life. And so now I know that I have the passion. I know I can do it, but so what do you do next? Well, we talked a little bit about headshots and agents, and okay, and then what do you do next? So, well, you here living in San Jose, California, which I'm in between LA and San Francisco, I did have San Francisco as an outlet, and San Francisco is more of a commercial. It's very known for commercials and modeling, definitely very high for modeling, but not so much the actresses or actors. Normally in a commercial or in a movie, they actually were flown in from LA the majority of the time. They do hire you know, in San Francisco as well, but the majority. So, you know, I loved working in San Francisco, and I was doing it as more of a hobby. And so when I decided that it was always in my forefront, and a conversation that I would have with my fellow Bay Area actress and friends, that one day we'd go to LA, one day. And so we talked, you know, we would share stories about, we would room together and get a place, and you know, it was one of those, like a dream. Like, did I really think it was going to happen? No, but it was like, I wanted it. I wanted to experience that. I wanted to, at that time, become an actress. So, but more and more that I saw that it was generally the people that were, you know, flown in from LA. So with that in mind, okay, what now that I knew, finally, okay, what am I going to do? Well, I took a trip to LA a couple times, just threw myself to the wind. I was standing in front, trying to knock on the doors of the biggest casting. You know, William Morris was one of them, you know, standing outside this big, ginormous building and trying to, like, have my resume. Can you take it in? Can you take it in? Well, I never got in the doors, but I did later in life. I did actually go into William Morris later in life. So, so knowing that, you know, trying to cold call, just, you know, walking, you know, try to, you know, go into different castings and drop my headshot. Remember, before there was no digital, there was no sending it on the computer. So I did, you know, actually take physical headshots with my physical resume on the back and try to hand them off to agents. And I also bought a book and where you can mail them out, and I did all that. But when I went into LA, remember, it's all about the journey. So one of the times, I want to share with you a little story. One of the times that I went into LA, I had some time free, and I said, well, let me try to do the Price is Right. So I went ahead and, you know, you can find it online. They'll say when they have the audiences, and you can go and just show up, and it's a big cattle call. And so I, you know, stood there, and it was like number whatever 300, and I didn't get in. So I said, you know, I'm just gonna like just hang out here. You know, there was like a little hot dog stand or something. I'm just gonna hang out here just in case there's a spot opening, just in case. You know, remember, when you have this acting bug, it really is either an infection or a disease or a virus. I don't know which, but it's real. There is such thing as this acting bug. And so I went ahead and just hung out. And then, you know, kind of like security people with the little earphones, they're like, excuse me, what are you doing? I said, well, I'm waiting just in case they have a spot opening, just in case. They said, you know, just to wait around if there's a spot opening. And so I just figured I'd just wait around. And so then they, like 10, 15, 20, half an hour went by, and I was still waiting there. And they came and they said, we'd like to talk to you. And I said, you know, we might have a spot for you. And I said, oh my gosh, yeehaw, really? Ah! Just to go and to watch the show. Now remember, I had not gone into any of these production or studios at this point, nothing. So they asked me some questions, and then they said, okay, well, you know, we just have this little spot in the far corner, and you can go ahead and sit here. And I mean, literally, it was like the very tippity top, like behind, like, you know, when you are at the top of like some kind of stadium, and it's like dark because there's like, you know, you're just like kind of in the very back against the wall. Well, there I was. But I was on cloud nine. I was on cloud nine, and you saw people running around on the stage, and you saw the audience pepped up, and everybody was excited. And so I'm just sitting there, and all of a sudden the show's starting. And all of a sudden I just, oh my gosh. Someone's holding up a white cardboard, and it says KRISTINA HAGAN. Ah! No way. I'm like, come on down. And I literally kind of like scooted out, got down on my knees. Thank you, God. Woo! Price is right. And so I go, and I'm the first person, you know, how they sit up there. And so what's really tricky about it, and these are some pointers if you do ever get on, is you don't see what people bid. You don't see it because it's facing that way. It's facing you, the TV, but we don't see it. So, you know, you have to have a good memory, like, you know, what everyone bids, then you have to have kind of like a good memory to know what in the heck they bid for, whatever. So I was the first one on, and I remember everything that they bid on. I probably have had before. Probably not the canoe, but I probably have had most of the items there, like a washing machine and, you know, a piece of jewelry or whatever it was during the show. But I was the last one there, and I did not get even to get on stage. But I had the time of my life. I just was on cloud nine. It was a moment in time. That was a moment in time. So that was my Price is Right story. So yes, I was on the Price is Right. No, did I, you know, win the whole floor thing? Not even close. But did I have a nice time? And what I got out of that is I really did appreciate the fact that I did have a washer and dryer ready. I did have, you know, a piece of jewelry. I did have some of those things. So I was okay with it. The excitement truly was being on the show. So, you know how they say, like, you know, in reality, like, you get one great, wonderful thing happening, and then the next thing you get some kind of not very good, like, I don't know if it's the balancing of life or what it is, but my mom happened, me and my mom were really close. And I remember staying at a hotel by myself and calling her up and just, Ma, you know, wanted to give her the news, because you couldn't take phones in at the time. And my mom didn't answer. And so my mom, you know, I called my family and they went there, and my mom had had her electrolytes depleted from something she had drank, and so she was in the hospital, but she was, thank God, I remember getting down on my knees and just crying, Father in heaven, let my mom be okay, and she was okay, but let me tell you, that was scary. So, but yeah, I couldn't wait to call my mom and my family and tell them that I was on The Price is Right. So that's part of the ride of life, you know. So okay, so you know, I'm gonna cut this. We'll talk in the next video, because I guess I got that price of, you know, how to get on The Price is Right story kind of unintentionally, but there's just so many things that I want to share with you, and I hope you continue to, you know, subscribe, you know, like and comment of what you want to know, so I can just share all these amazing stories with you. But okay, let's get to why my hair is kind of like, you know, curly and soft and scrunchy. It's because of this. It's called KRISTINA, and it's their Oleo Relax Displantant. And so I'm gonna put the link on the bottom, so you can click on the link and you'll go, you'll go straight to the, like, a website, and you can go ahead and buy it there, and I'll go ahead and get to the links for that, because this is great. You can put it on when your hair is wet, or when your hair is you know, dry, and just so it smooths out any frizzies. In this case, I just put it on wet, so my hair went from wet to looking wet, but it's really not wet. It has this little stuff in it. So now, dun, 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 what foundation am I using today? This is called, this is a Giorgio Armani. This is their Luminous Silk Foundation. And I will go ahead, I'll let you know this is number 55. So I will go ahead and, again, include a link. So if you wanted to go and purchase this, I'll send you the link to it. But I love this foundation. This is a really good foundation, and it's you know, 55 if you're my skin complexion, but of course they have all the shades. And I've found this one at Neiman Marcus, so I will also give you a link to Neiman Marcus. Okay, it'll be down below. And so how did I feel with the Moxie, the Minimo Mox clay? In the other video you saw me and I had all kinds of clay on my face, and I just want to let you know that I really enjoyed that. After I took off the clay mask, it was like my face had like lightened up a shade. It felt like, you know, soft and supple, and it felt like definitely my pores had you know, been cleaned up a bit. So yes, great stuff. So KRISTINA Hagan Live, and I just want to say thank you everyone for welcoming me back, and I'm just bombarding the whole social networks, and I hope you guys are enjoying it. And so cheers, KRISTINA Hagan Live. Cheers. Bye.